Not too long ago, I made a deep dive video discussing one of my childhood YouTubers, InquisitorMaster, and if you haven't seen the video, it will be linked in the description. So for starters, a couple months before Alex and Zach began dating, Drake actually had his own YouTube channel called Roblox, and he uploaded his verse video on there on August 12th, 2017, and his final video came out 1 week later on August 19th. Moving on, does anyone else remember 2017 Roblox, where everyone had shorter pets? So many YouTubers back in the day used to have these shorter pets as their mascot. For example, Dennis Staley had the shorter pet Business Cat, and he gave the name Sir Meows a lot. Alex did the same thing with the shorter pet on Roblox known as Shorter Shark Cat, and she named it Mr. Paws. Mr. Paws was Alex's channel mascot for a long time. Unfortunately, around the time the Blonde Squad ended, Alex never acknowledged Mr. Paws again. Not too long later, on October 1st, 2019, Alex created a vlog channel simply called Alex. Moving on December 19th, 2019, Alex and Zach introduced a new pet cat named Miss Misa, which you can also own on Roblox as a hat accessory. Speaking of the Blonde Squad, fans would constantly spam Lizzie anywhere and everywhere asking what happened to the Blonde Squad. Roll the clip.
Like the last time I want to say it, for everybody who's spamming what happened to a certain thing, I legally cannot talk about that. So that's why I'm not responding to that. It's not that I cannot talk about that. So for the sake of my well-being, I hope you guys would respect it and not ask, because I cannot talk about it. And I will not talk about it. If you guys love me, you would stop asking. I hope you guys understand. I just cannot.
And while researching old videos, I found this comment on a video theorizing what happened with Blonde Squad, and it says, quote, Lizzie does not answer the questions like this, like, what happened to the Blonde Squad, or why aren't you recording with Zach and Alex? But in her story, the person asked, why aren't you recording with Zach and Alex anymore? And which she replied with, I just would like to make a disclaimer that this is the last time I'm telling you guys that I will not explain why I'm not recording with certain people. It is my business and I do not want anyone to know. They all unfollow each other on every possible social media. To this day, we hope to get an explanation on what happened to the Blonde Squad. Now, to this day, we don't know the real reason the Blonde Squad ended, but it most likely had something to do with Zach being toxic towards Lizzie. Zach undoubtedly made Lizzie sign an NDA so she wouldn't be able to talk about what actually happened. By the way, since the squad formed, Miss Misa became their mascot, and there was a short time period where there was another cat named Hideki, and he had a very similar design to Mr. Paws. As of today, he is non-existent. However, he can still be bought on Roblox as a hat. Around 2020, when Piggy was a popular game on Roblox, we were introduced to our very first Joke Squad member named Piggy, aka Zachalina. She was voiced by Zach and normally appeared in Piggy videos, and on July 10th, 2020, another new Joke Squad member was introduced named Mickey Rat, who was also voiced by Zach. Moving on, there are a bunch of rumors that the squad's real names and faces were found online. Some theories stated Light's real name was Duke, and Jax's real name was Alexander, while conflicting sources said it was Jacob or Joseph. All of which were debunked, and the squad even laughed at the theories, finding them to be ridiculous, questioning where these people got this information from, and honestly, I agree with them. Where did these people get their information from? But on the topic of what do the squad members look like in real life, well, we already know the answers to Alex, Zach, Drake, and Jade, and we do see the rest of them in real life with their faces covered. This is Jax, this is Light, this is Charlie, this is Sora, this is Levi, and as for Luca, well, they've never appeared in any of the squad's IRL vlogs. However, we do have a Luca hand reveal. Later on, around January 2021, we met another new Joke Squad member named Obama, and he is voiced by none other than Zach, of course. Is there a theme here?
Obama.
Unfortunately, since Zach is no longer part of the squad, Piggy, Mickey Rat, and Obama are no longer going to be seen again. Moving on, back when Luke and Levi first joined, many fans shipped them as their black and white color palettes complemented each other perfectly, and it was revealed Luca and Levi were brothers. Now, I'm pretty confident in the fact that Luca and Levi, the characters, are brothers, but their voice actors aren't, because, jumping ahead a bit, Levi has never mentioned having a brother on his own YouTube channel, and some stuff happened with Luca's voice actor that we'll get to later. On May 7th, 2021, the squad posted a video titled, Light Finally Confesses His Love to Charlie, where they were constantly making references to their own fanbase at the time. They mentioned people wanting Charlie X Layford to become canon, people who missed Drake, people who questioned if Sora and Drake were the same person, people who wanted Charlie's old voice actor to come back, with the current Charlie voice actor claiming she ate old Charlie, people questioning where Zach is, people asking to join the squad, people telling others to not ship the squad members in real life, and people saying the Charlie X Light ship was toxic. Moving ahead, after the pack formed, there was something that stood out about Sky and Darkness's designs that looked different compared to Urza or Zack's. And it was later confirmed by the person who made the designs that Sky and Darkness's designs were in fact made by someone else. Now, the details that stood out in their designs for starters include it's not the shading, but like the lighting in the hair. You can see it on the screen. And secondly, there's a specific detail in their eyes that neither Urza, Zack, Jade, nor any of the unused designs have. Speaking of which, the InquisitorMaster wiki, which helped me remember a lot of the information about what the fandom was like back then, has every squad design shown on their individual pages, and there are even unused designs shared by the person who made them, and it has unused versions of Jade, Jax, and Charlie from back when they were in Zack's squad. Anyways, on September 2nd, 2021, Alex announced he was going to be voice acting as Pancake Cookie in the mobile game Cookie Run Kingdom. Because of this, I actually bothered to play Cookie Run Kingdom, but I gave up because I couldn't beat it, and I haven't even touched anything Cookie Run related in 3 years. A few weeks later, the squad made a video reading hate comments, and one of them asked, what happened with Mr. Paws? Light immediately responded with, Miss Misa and Mr. Paws, actually, I'm just gonna have him say it for me.
Miss Misa and Mr. Paws fought to the death, and Miss Misa won. Oh.
Just remember this for later. Moving on, the squad made a merch collaboration with Strawberry Shortcake to help promote not only the Strawberry Shortcake Roblox game, but also the new Strawberry Shortcake series called Strawberry Shortcake Berry in the Big City, which I bring up because Alex actually voiced a character in this series named Applebite, and she only had a speaking role in one episode, and later made a cameo in the finale. Moving on, there was this theory going around that Alex and Light were siblings. She mentioned having a brother in her Draw My Life video. She and Light both spoke Spanish, and Light has Alex's old merch. And Charlie once said there are 2 squad members that are secretly siblings, and on December 5th, 2021, the squad posted a video where Alex spontaneously revealed Light was her brother, which a bunch of fans, myself included, were excited that this theory is proven correct. And this made sense even for people who didn't know about the theory, as Light is the only OG squad member who never took a long break, and the squad has literally mentioned every ship you could ever think of, but they never mentioned any Alex X Light ships. Anyways, remember Joke Squad members? Well, there's another new one called Uncle Light, voiced by Light, and he's pretty crazy. Other than that, on January 28th, 2022, the squad announced a new squad pet, and he's the polar opposite of Miss Misa. Miss Misa is a cute pink cat, while Moon is a black cat. I'm going off script for this, but I genuinely wrote this in the script for this video, and I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Okay, let's just get back to the video. And Moon isn't the only new squad pet. 2 months prior, Charlie got a new squirrel pet named Chippy, and he even has his own plushie. So do Moon and Miss Misa. Moving on March 5th, 2022, we were introduced to another Joke Squad member who mainly appeared in roleplay videos named Drip Drip Boy. Again, going off script, me talking like that was completely unscripted. Let's just continue with this video, okay. Editing me here, so what I just said right there about me going off script, honestly, while editing this video, that was worth it. Me going off script by saying Drip Drip Boy like that, like Drip Drip Boy, worth it. Honestly, worth it. Okay, but one thing I said before I continue with this video, something that I forgot to mention in this video that I also didn't mention in the original video is the reason that Drake left the Z Squad for a second time, technically first, but that's beside the point, you know what I mean. The reason Drake stopped appearing in the Z Squad's videos was because he made a Twitch account called Reese the OG, and he wanted to focus on his Twitch. And fun fact, Gabby also actually made a Twitch account called Reese the OG's Waifu. However, as of today, both of which are inactive. So yeah, I just wanted to include that because I don't mention it anywhere else in this video, and honestly might as well include it here, so yeah. Moving on, going back to the video, I guess. And he's voiced by Sora. Drip Drip Boy's whole personality is he's the stereotypical bully in those inaccurate high school movies, and he's in love with Charlie. Jeez, Charlie has all the boys coming for her, because this was also around the time we had the ongoing plot of Luca and Light fighting for Charlie's love. God, do I miss that plot line. Moving on, there were a lot of rumors coming from people who supported Zack, stating Alex was a horrible person. They claimed that Alex was Asian fishing, had body pillows of minors, started dating Zack while he was a minor, Alex lied about being abused, she was the real abuser, etc., etc. Luckily, I can debunk all of these. Here's a picture of Alex from 2017, and let's take a closer look at her eyes, more specifically the shape of them. Alex is Mexican, and we're looking at the shape of her eyes, comparing it to the photos people use to prove she's Asian fishing. The shape of them looks the same. And while researching this controversy, I found a video by Mishka talking about it, and here's what the comments say. As an Asian person, I believe you can't do Asian fishing makeup. There's different makeup styles, silent eye, doe eye, etc., and it's unfair to say only white people can do this one makeup look. Not to say she's in the right, though. Doe eyes are just making your eyes bigger, not slanted, so it wouldn't be Asian baiting at all. Now, I can't speak on this personally, as I am non-Asian, but one thing I do agree with these people is on her skin color. Around 2021, when she looked like this, I definitely remember noticing her skin looking a lot paler than usual. And most people who use her eyes as proof that she's doing this, her eyes just look the same, to me at least. Please do not send any hate to any of these people. Not to mention, she seems really interested in Asian culture. Is it really that big of a problem to be interested in a culture other than your own? People also use the fact that she named her dog Hanako after an anime character to further prove this, which I don't really get. I mean, I've never seen anybody question the fact that there's a member of the squad named Sora, whose name is Japanese for sky and empty. I mean, I don't really know what else to say about this. So moving on to the body pillow rumor. These anime characters in question are not minors, and people say this as if she's having sex with the body pillows. Body pillows literally just exist for decoration. Don't make it weird. As for Alex dating Zach while he was a minor, they began dating in 2017. At the time, Alex was 23 while Zach was only 19. You can literally debunk this with just one Google search. One. Alex was the real abuser? Well, don't take her word for it. Take it from the words of Mara, Manglepool, and Cake Ray. Zach would call Cake Ray words like bitch, and when she would confront him about it, he said he never did anything, and turned all their mutuals against her. She also encouraged everyone to support Alex. Manglepool also apparently made a diss track about Zach, talking about how bad of a person he is, which I literally only found out about this while researching this section of the video. On December 3rd, 2023, Mara uploaded a video talking about how she met Reckley through a guy named Jack, who is undoubtedly based off Zach. And even Manglepool commented on it, saying, "I'm so glad you guys met each other. This Jack guy seems really mean." Now, when all these rumors came out about Alex, I refused to believe them because things simply didn't add up to me. If Alex was the real abuser the whole time, then why would Zach be the one to copy her? And why would it take him so long to respond about the breakup drama if he was the one being abused? Moving on, once Alex made her new channel, Your Little Shark Princess, I didn't discuss the lore behind the princess character. It not only involves the Alex that Alex plays on The Squad, but also Mr. Paws. Roll the clip.
Rainy night, Alex adopted a stray cat. She named him Mr. Paws. He loved nothing more than sharks. He watched shark videos with Alex every day and often visited the rescued sharks at the aquarium. As years flew by, Mr. Paws grew of old age, and he wished to spend his last day with the sharks. Alex took him to the aquarium, where they said their goodbyes. As Mr. Paws passed, he realized he was surrounded by shark spirits who were always watching him on Earth. They loved his pure soul so much that he was rewarded with becoming a shark spirit to now watch over Alex. The shark spirits taught him how to become a good guide. Mr. Paws watched Alex experience her life on Earth, watched her smile, cry, and grow old. He watched as Alex laid in her deathbed, looking back at life and realizing she didn't get to live life the way she wanted. She wished to have another chance at life. Mr. Paws watched with sadness and turned to the shark spirit and asked if there was something he could do. The shark spirit said,
"There is absolutely nothing you can do to help her."
Mr. Paws refused.
"No, I have to help her,"
he said.
"You don't know what that will do to her."
Mr. Paws just wanted to help Alex. He decided to give her a second chance at life. The sacrifice of love made Alex reborn as a pink human shark. She now lives to encourage others to live life the way they want before time runs out. She doesn't remember much of her past and has now lived for 222 years and goes by the name Princess. And she hopes that someday she finds out what happened to her shark spirit.
Now this comment on the video by Jules summarizes my thoughts perfectly. I can't explain how happy I am with Alex bringing back Mr. Paws and the name Sharkies. I've been watching the InquisitorMaster channel for a very long time, so these things mean so much. Love you, Alex, which I definitely agree with as a longtime fan of Alex. And going back to the topic of things I only found out while researching this video, Lucas Voice Actor has their own YouTube channel called Sprixer, and they're a VTuber on there. I only found out about this because apparently Lucas Voice Actor had health issues, and wanted to film with the squad as a part-time job. However, it had to be a full-time job, so the squad manager fired her. And just to correct what I said in my original video, questioning what if he was non-binary or transgender. While not impossible, I do not remember either of those options ever being confirmed. Well, apparently it was confirmed that Luca, the character, uses they-them pronouns, and my ass forgot about it. But I am glad to know this as a fellow non-binary myself. Two things I want to say before I end this video. On September 4th, 2023, Alex made a brand new channel called Paranormal Princess where she investigated creepy haunted stuff. She even included the voice actors for the squad on it, except they weren't acting as the characters, but as their IRL genuine selves using the real voices. And even Lizzie joined in on these videos. Secondly, one reason many people stopped watching the squad was because Zach, Drake, and Jade were no longer in it. Now, the reason Drake originally stopped appearing in videos is because he was busy and needed a break, not because Sora was replacing him, which we'll get to in a second, but it is safe to say, as of today, Alex and Drake are no longer on good terms. Now, I'll admit Jade used to be my favorite squad member next to Sora, but I didn't just watch the squad to see my favorite squad members, I watched the squad to see the squad. But I don't really support Gabby nor Zach anymore because, as we went over earlier, Zach is a horrible person. And I went over in part 1 how Gabby was being a jerk towards Alex, going as far as to try and steal Lizzie from her. Lastly, going back to the Sora replacing Drake theory, if Sora was genuinely a replacement for Drake, I feel like they would have just replaced Drake's voice actor similar to what happened to Charlie's old voice actor, and not replace him with an entirely different character. Not to mention, we probably would have had Zach and Sora say the line, "And we're the twins." Not to mention how Drake knew Zach and Jade and/or Gabby personally. I doubt they would approve of just replacing him with someone else so easily. Especially since Zach is literally Drake's brother. As for the rumor that Sora was simply filler until Drake came back, that just feels dehumanizing to me, implying the squad so Sora is nothing more than an object that can be discarded once it's no longer in use. And by this logic, we would have had another squad member that joined shortly after Jax left for 9 months, only to leave and never come back once he returned. And at that, instead of Bill doing the outro for us, 2017 Alex is going to do it. So Alex, take it away.
But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to join the dark side with me. Alright, well I guess I'll see you guys next time, and until then, God bless you, and I love you so much. Bye guys!